critical thinking is becoming extinct and the low IQ is becoming like the norm thing. And the elites want this because they think they're justified in doing whatever they want to the low IQ. And this was really evident, the cult-like thinking in 2020. Remember when the government told you to jump off of a bridge and a bunch of you just did it without asking any questions? And then some of you broke your leg on the first jump and the government's like, no, you just did it wrong. You got to do it again. And then blindly you went and jumped off the bridge again and then got more injured, right? And you're like, hey, what's going on? But those of us who didn't want to jump off the bridge and we were asking questions like, hey, is it safe and effective? Is like, why are we jumping off a bridge? You guys turned around and called us racist and sexist and all of these like low educated. You're supposed to trust the science. No, you're supposed to question it. That's called critical thinking. Questioning things isn't racist. You're just so stupid and droned and programmed that you literally believe any narrative they push on you, even if those narratives go against each other. For example, you marched with signs saying, my body, my choice. But when it came to the, you know what, you were like, no, lock them up. Yeah, they're a bunch of whatevers and put them in a camp. Like, and you don't even see your own hypocrisy because they have made it so cool and righteous, apparently, that you're only allowed to question what they tell you to question. So, for example, let's talk about gender. You guys want to be able to question that in science, which I totally agree with. Let's question it. Let's put it on the basis of science if your feelings actually are scientifically proven. But then you will also have to let us question, global warming. That agenda. Or how about this? Whether it was safe and effective. That's called being normal. Another thing, just because I use an example, for example, with the Dr. Jordan Peterson being reprimanded for just speaking against Justin Trudeau versus the two professors, medical professors at UBC, who are wishing death upon an elected official in the United States, and me saying that they will not be held accountable for what they did, like Jordan Peterson did for a way lesser crime. Somebody actually came onto my page and was like, you believe Jordan Peterson? I'm gonna have to unfollow you. Please do, because you're a simpleton. I used an example of the justice system. Not once did I say that I believe everything anybody says. Why? Because I have critical thinking. I can also agree with someone on the left or like the center if they make an actual valid point. But then at the same time, I can disagree with them on other things. It's called being a normal freaking human being. And the fact that some of you are believing whatever narrative is being pushed from whatever side 100% is how we get fascism. That is literally how fascism starts, is when you take a political party that's rogue and you give it the all power to do whatever they want without questioning a single thing. So for the love of like humanity's IQ, question everything. Do you understand that? Like, we're allowed to disagree on certain things. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Let's have a human discussion so that you open up your brain and actually start thinking outside of the box and outside of the narrative so that these elites can't do whatever they want with you. But at this point, we have reached such a low IQ that honestly, I'm starting to realize why they're doing what they're doing to us.